What's everybody doing today? Thursday. Hey, the weather here in Pennsylvania was awesome today, guys, and I'm glad for you guys tuning in today. My PA people in the house, in the chat. I see there's some of them in here. Guys, if the internet seems to be bogging, I apologize. Never had any problems. Dixie and I were testing some things out a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't get so bad that you can't understand what's going on. So maybe let me know a little bit how the internet's going. Um, if my lips aren't matching the whole deal, and it's too bad. But yeah, everybody, hopefully you got out and work complete get out. Man, with some crazy like 72 degrees or something like that today. So looking for internet, guys. I didn't get any feedback on that. I'm hoping it's not terrible. Uh, so new machines. Anybody get a new machine lately as far as the Manticore or any of the Nox? I picked up a new Equinox 900 and I got a Manticore from Vidi over there at West Shore Hobbies. I see he's in the house. He's saying Matt Ski, everyone in, got in here. Ski Searcher Matt. By the way, Dixie's in the background, guys, so she'll be coming in here a little bit. Matt's actually the one that told me about Dixie. He said, I should get her on the show. She's kind of a new and upcoming digger. I kind of was like watching some of her videos, and I was like, yeah, she's pretty cool. I was like, she's got a great smile, and just seemed like a really nice person for Digger Spotlight. So, but yeah, you guys already know she'll be on here in a little bit. We got my pop treasure hunter. Well, Andrew T. Snell's channel. Hey, cuz, what's going on? Michigan Gems, like I said before. Hello, the Dirty Digger. Welcome to the show. How are we looking for internet, guys? I still didn't get any feedback on that. Just want to know a little bit before we go too buck wild with it. Anybody tell me if I'm like bogging down heavy here or what? But heck yeah. I must not be too bad because nobody's saying it's terrible. So, you sound lagging. You are choppy sounding. All right. Well, that's no good. We got somebody in here from Honolulu, Hawaii. There you go. A little iffy on the internet. Yeah, that sucks. Internet serving. All right. Well, I'm just going to try to run with it, guys. I don't know. I usually don't stream on Thursday. Obviously, you guys know I stream on Sundays. Diggin Dixie had a she does stuff on the weekends where her job incorporates that. So we had to do it on a different day, which is why we picked Thursday. So bear with me. I don't know who else is streaming, or maybe there's just a lot of people on the internet right now on a Thursday. So what's this? I said you had a little max air headroom going. I don't know what that means. History said and I disappeared. Well, this sucks, but I guess we're gonna roll with it, guys. I don't know what else we can do unless we rescheduled, but I'm hoping we'll not have to do that. So let's get into it. I'm gonna just kind of go right into it. Dixie's gonna be on the show tonight, guys. As you already know that, like I said, one of the reasons I picked her, like I said, she doesn't have the most glorious finds out there. She's new to detecting. Like I said, Ski Searcher told me about her, and I wanted to have her on the show. I think this is her first show. Matter of fact, I know it's her first show being on a live stream in general. So just kind of bear with us with the internet and with her as well. She could definitely use your support. She's a little nervous, but I think she'll do great. Just the internet's got me a little worried, but I hope we'll be fine. I think after the StreamYard event happens, it usually catches up and it usually kind of clears itself up. But young and lost, yes. I'm a young lost boy. Is he stuck, man? I hope it's not that bad. But no. Yeah, see, it's bogging down. Everybody's saying it's okay, but I feel like it's not. So, um, Dixie's, it's like I said, it's not all about the fine sometimes, guys. It's all about just having fun with the hobby. One of the reasons why I started the Diggin Spotlight was to kind of like emphasize some of those diggers out there. It seems like you get wrapped up in the YouTube world and have to make a video and all that stuff. It's kind of joyful to me to watch the videos of the new people, getting out there and they're learning their metal detectors and they're finding stuff and they're just like, wow, they're overtaken by the finds, and they're not worried about all the other bull crap that kind of comes with the hobby sometimes when you get wrapped up with the internet and the YouTube and all that stuff. So it's kind of a refresher to see that, but that I wanted to go as well. I feel like it's cutting in and out there, guys. If it is, um, yeah. So I guess we're just gonna go with it, like I said. All right. Well, not much we can do. I guess we won't stream on a Thursday ever again, right? We'll try not to. All right. Let's go back into it. I'm going to read some of the comments here, guys, real quick. Jersey Ray Diggs is in the house. Homestead Hunter, welcome to the show. Nailed it detecting. I guess that Snell's channel is my Matt. Welcome to the show. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Gene Walter from the LLRC Club, welcome to the show. So yeah, we've got a nice crowd in here already. Teresa, you've been out hunting? Iron Antler just popped in. Welcome to the show. James, we're having some internet issues, so bear with us tonight. Hopefully they clear up a little bit. Usually not streaming on Thursdays, so I don't know why it's so boggy, but like I said, we're going to deal with what we can here. So, all right, guys, we're going to just go right into it. I'm going to blab too much about me and my internet problems. Nobody wants to hear that crap. So let's see what we got in here once. Got a bunch of pictures and videos to show to you guys with Diggin Dixie. She sent me a bunch of photos. So I'm going to be some pictures of some of her finds, and she's going to kind of talk about some of that stuff as well. So, but yeah, guys, let's get ready to bring in Diggin here. She's moving around there, so getting ready still. See if you're good. I'm going to bring you in there in a second. So she's back there already. She's yes. So all right, guys, we're going to bring her in. So everybody. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, y'all. I hope everybody's doing well
So
tonight.
Dixie, we're having, as you know, what, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I couldn't hear what you were saying. I'm sorry. I was just going to say
Can you hear
thank
me?
you to Key Searcher for
Right.
recommending me for the show.
Yeah, Matt was checking out your channel, and he was the one that told me about you. So I was like, yeah, I was watching your videos, and I was like, yeah, she's pretty cool. I was like, definitely has some cool places that you hunted. Some of your videos, and we'll talk about some of that stuff here. But like I said, I apologize for the internet, whether it's your side or mine. We're just going to try to work with it as much as we can here tonight, and just kind of do what we can. But so yeah,
Sounds good.
like I said, welcome to the show, Dick. Dick
Thank
on
you.
the show
Thank you for
tonight.
having me.
Like I said, yes, definitely. I think I just like what we have to do on the internet is so slow like this. Just I'm gonna have to just kind of pause a bit because it's so delayed. I think I just have to let you talk after. You know what I mean? It's just slow.
We'll probably be talking over each other or
But so
something. Sorry.
yeah, it's just something, right? Teresa says Southern girls rock. I'm just reading some of the people saying stuff.
What?
Everybody, Dixie cannot read. Dixie can't see the chat, guys. So if there's any questions or anything like
Can't
that, I'll
read.
try to. Well, you just can't see the chat. You can read, just not the chat.
Yeah.
They're saying it's me, Dixie. They said I'm delayed.
Okay.
I don't know why. Dang, that's a
I
bummer.
don't know. It's raining here. I
Dixie's
was thinking
internet
it
is
might be
great.
me.
Well, everybody, not to blow the whole thing here, but we are getting a new modem here next day, so hopefully that makes it better. But they're saying your internet's great, so must be
Yay.
my end sucks. So
Well, I'm glad it's not my
Tyler
end
says in
ruining your
here
show.
finding goodies too. Yeah, no, you're good. All right. So Diggy, Dixie, how long have you been digging now? Like what's something like how can you tell us that how long have you been digging?
So I've been metal detecting for probably about a year and a half, I'd say. So my dad, he had a metal detector. He never really had time to use it. He had this Garrett, and he's the one who gave it to me. And see if I can turn it around. And I don't know. I took it out in my yard and I fell in love with it. So here I am.
Yeah, awesome.
I started
So
finding cool
do you
stuff.
that's the AT gold?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah,
AT
I
gold?
know it's more,
Yeah.
yeah, it's more for like gold prospecting. I know everybody around here has the AT Pro and the AT Max. But I think that it works just as well because I've gone digging with people who have the Pro and the Max, so it seems to do just as well.
Right. Yeah, you got your friend Hot Mess Fishing. She just popped in here. I saw.
Hey, I'm so glad she's in here. I told her I was nervous.
No, you're doing great. Don't be too nervous. So yeah, so let's jump back a little bit, Dixie. So before you even got into detecting, you were telling me a little bit beforehand that you were into catfishing. You're catfish. What's it? You're like what is that? Like you just catfish? Like is there? You were in tournaments or
Yeah.
something? Tell us a little bit about that.
Catfishing was definitely my first love. So Hot Mess Fishing, she said that that was her first love too. Um, so I used to fish in tournaments, and I actually won one tournament one time against all men. So, yep, that's me. So my biggest catfish ever was 31 pounds. So I really love catfishing. That's a flathead that y'all are looking at right there.
Wow, that's how heavy was that?
31 pounds.
31 pounds, and that's a little. I think the picture you sent me that on was like it was like a little iPhone from back in the day. So the picture is really small. So
Yeah. So now that I'm working weekends, I don't really get to do the tournaments or anything anymore. So um I just don't get the opportunity to go out. Plus I don't have a boat anymore. But it's easy to just pick up a detector and run out and dirt fish. So it's a nice supplemental hobby. Since
right.
I can't go
Yeah.
do my first love, then I have definitely fallen in love with metal detecting. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you can totally see like I said like I'm at the beginning of the show, like just your like your early passion for detecting. It's just like it's like what we all had when we first started, and like it seems like that fades, and that was a big thing for me to see you like enjoying it so much. I was like, man, she really made me enjoy it again just by watching your videos, and you know how excited you were. It was kind of a cool thing to see, I guess. Um,
oh, that's good to
so
hear. Like that's
yeah.
oh, thank you. But I
So
mean, it
before
kind of stinks that it fades. I didn't realize that it fades. I
I
guess if
wouldn't
you
say
find
it fades,
everything on your bucket list, then I could see
right?
that. But I don't know. Right now, I'm like gung ho. I'm ready to go and find some more of my bucket list items. So
Awesome. So, Dixie, do you kind of have a slogan here? I'm going to play a clip real quick. Something you say before every hunt. Matt and I, we would always say, she always has that saying before each video. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
Today we're metal detecting at a hotel built in the 1800s. Let's go see what we find. Let's go see what we find.
So yeah, it seems like on all your videos, I mean, you usually say, "Let's go see what we can find." Like I just thought, like that's kind of like you're almost like your trademark. You know what I mean? It's like it seems like just the way you say it in your southern voice. You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty funny. It was cool.
Well,
But,
my first
yeah.
couple of videos, I didn't say that. I think my second video, I was at one of my friend's house and I was just awkwardly like not even knowing what to say to the camera. And I was like, let's just go see what we find, like, and then I was like, I could do better at that. So it kind of,
Right.
I put a little more spunk into it. So it was just because I
No, I
didn't
like
know
it. I
what
think
to
that was cool.
say.
Right. Hmm. Gonna catch up on some people in the chat popping. I'd like to try to say hi to everybody here popping in to support us, Dixie. We got Mason Merck, metal detecting. Welcome. I got a friend request from you today, buddy. I accepted your request. Patty Disharoon, welcome. Brewers Prospecting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you guys
Andrew
for
T.
joining. The Mason Merck,
Yes,
they're really cute. So I've seen some of their videos. So
awesome. Yep, Homestead Hunter, DWD. It's a bunch of some new people in here tonight. So I wanted to check you out there, Dixie. So that's cool.
DWD, I think, is
Yeah.
that Homesteaders. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for all coming over and joining and checking out my very first live stream. I'm nervous. I told him my armpits were going to be sweating like crazy.
It's funny. So like that's another thing. Like we talked a little bit before the show. I was like, is this something that you're interested in? You said you're kind of shy and stuff. And that's like your comedy that you kind of had in some of the talks. I'm listening to you, but I'm still looking. I'm looking for a video here. And this is this is a good time to pull this up here. But it looks like a costume that you wore. And this was just something I thought that was kind of funny that I wanted to share with everybody else. So, guys, this is Dixie dressed up as Pan.
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Was that
I'm
a
sorry.
Halloween thing? No,
Yeah,
I said,
that
was
was
this
for
a Halloween thing right here?
Yeah, that was for
Was it?
Halloween.
That's funny. So
Yeah, I don't
you grew up in
typically
the
go
80s,
around.
so
I did.
right. Was this a show that you watched like a good bit, like when you're younger?
Yes, and it is still my favorite show. So Al Bundy is my hero.
The Bundys.
He is. I love him. I mean, I love Peg too. And like, I didn't even realize how much I looked like her until I put the wig on. And I was like, oh my goodness. Because growing up in the 80s, I was like, oh, Kelly is so cool. Like, I wish I could be more like Kelly, And then here I grow up and I put on a Peg Bundy outfit. And it turns out I look just like her, not
Yeah.
like Kelly. And I'm like, dang it. But yeah, Kelly
Is
was
that
the
your
cool
husband?
one.
He even looks like him.
Yeah, that's my husband. Yep.
You say he has the resemblance with the hair and everything. It's funny.
Yeah, he likes Al too. So we're both big Al Bundy fans.
Hey, Mike from Great Finds is just popping in here too. Mike is the guy that identified that mystery item that you thought was a toilet bowl chain, which was actually quite interesting find. We'll talk about that then. But Mike was the one that his name's Great Finds. Mike, he's on YouTube as well. He was like, "Hey, that's not a toilet bowl chain. it's a revolutionary. Well, we'll talk about it then. But it was a pretty cool find there. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
thank you,
heck yeah.
Mike, because I really thought that it was just a toilet bowl chain. I mean, I was hoping it was bracelet, but somebody's like, "No, girl, that's a toilet bowl chain," and I'm like, "Oh, boo!" But then he came and like lifted my spirits even more, so that makes me happy.
Heck yeah. So let's get into a little bit of the detecting side of things, Dixie. I mean, that's kind of why I'm in the first place. Um, but as far as favorite finds, like I saw you like when I first started watching your videos, it seemed like you had some like thing with like toy cars. Like, did you like to find? Do you like toy cars? Because I find them and I'm like, ah, another crapper car. I'll throw it in the dump. You know, you like
Um,
them?
well, I like finding the Tootsie toy cars. Those are really fun to find. So my friend Daisy, she really likes finding toy cars, but I like the Tootsie toy
Yeah.
cars because they're a lot older. So yeah, that is my
So
Tootsie
like,
toy.
there's a that's a Tootsie.
Yeah, that. I've found three
It's a
Tootsie toy
truck.
cars so far. It is. So I found that one in my backyard,
Wow,
and then
that's cool.
I found another one at a neighbor's house, and she really liked it, so I gave it to her just as a thank you, for letting me metal detect in her yard. But it was like a tanker truck. And then I found at the old hotel, I found a dragster.
Oh wow. Yeah, those cars can be worth some money, I think, if you find the right ones and they're
Yeah,
in good
maybe so.
shape.
I haven't looked any of them up, but my cousin Sam, he metal detects with me a lot, and he's been finding the play art cars, and I didn't even know that was a thing, but he has already found two. So I might have
Oh wow.
another one that I like that I want to start finding too. On top of the Tootsie toy,
Awesome.
I might want to start finding the play arts because they look pretty cool.
Do you keep all of your cars and trucks you find or just the old ones?
So I have a friend at work who really likes um, toy cars, so I give them all to her because she wants them. But I keep the Tootsie toys, and if I find play arts, I'll probably start keeping those. I've never found one.
Right.
Just my cousin Sam has found the two when I was with him, but I'll probably keep those.
Awesome. So some of your latest adventure videos, there's a spot where it's like it looks like you're at like a waterfall. I'm gonna play a clip here quick. Like I said, I have a bunch of clips and stuff, but play a video, guys, real quick. This was a really one of the really cool spots I saw Dixie was hunting at. It was at a waterfall. If you guys haven't checked out her channel yet, by the way, guys, please go into our YouTube channel, Diggin Dixie. Teresa just posted it as well in the chat. Should be able to just go over
Teresa.
there and sub her up. Yep, thanks, Teresa. She's got some good content. Just happy go lucky. I mean, she's just all happy and it's just it's cool to watch her stuff. This is one of the videos I thought was really neat. And I'm going to just play it now, and then I'll let the video kind of talk for itself. Um, but we'll let it play, and then I'll just talk about it. So here's the video of the waterfall. Dixie detecting that and found a pretty cool find here at the bottom of it.
Today we're metal detecting at a popular swim spot. Let's go see what we find. Well, I got myself a rusty old ashtray. 2 pennies. It's vibrating right here. Oh, look at here. And then look at that. I love a good coin still. I wasn't finding many more targets where I was at, so I decided to come on up to the waterfall just so I could show you guys how pretty it is. And I wanted to see what I could find up here. That's the nickel. I was getting like an 81, 82 here. Y'all, I found my target. Oh my God. haven't taken it out yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure it's a ring. It was ringing up like a 81, 82, just like a dime. How cute is that? It says 925. Oh my gosh, this is real. So that's all the digging we had time for today, but thank you for watching. See y'all later. So
Awesome.
I was so ridiculously excited after finding that, and I'm still excited about it.
Oh, you're wearing it.
Yeah, I just put it on.
That's cool. Awesome.
I still
Yeah,
love
silver
it.
fine. That's awesome. That is awesome. Heck yeah. Hot message. You're doing great, Dixie.
Oh, thank
See if
you.
I can pop.
Well, my armpits really are still
So.
sweating, but you know.
But so yeah, that's cool. I mean, what a cool place. I mean, a lot of people have really cool place. Was that a park? Just like a place for you or something, or what?
I couldn't understand what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said was sorry. Was that a park? Was it a park you were at, or was it like just a spot?
Oh no, it's
Did you hear me?
Brasstown Waterfall. So my grandparents live really close to that waterfall, and there's a lot of pretty waterfalls. Um there's another video that I have where I was metal detecting at another waterfall in that area. So um yeah, they're not state parks or anything. You can just I don't know. I guess you can just, because here, the state parks, you have to have written permission, but those, I think, are national forest. So you can hunt, like, you can treasure hunt on national forest land, just not national parks. Right? Is that right? So I think they're national
Yeah,
forest.
yeah. Gotcha. You need any type of park permits where you're at?
Yeah, you have to have
Do you
written
need any?
permission
Do you need any
from the.
type of park permits?
Yeah, so here in
Okay.
South Carolina, I mean, to get in any of the parks, you have to have a park pass or you have to pay daily. But to treasure hunt at any of the parks in South Carolina, you have to have written permission from each individual park manager. So I've never metal detected at any of the state parks just because I figure it might be a little harder to get permission to those.
All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna let you do all the talking because you're the one that's not glitching.
Oh God, I don't even know what to say, y'all.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just picking on you.
Yeah,
But
don't do that because I'll pass
yeah,
out.
I gotta get next week. I have new internet. Oh man. So let's see what kind of pictures we got here. Once I talked about a few. Oh, so you were out. Let's jump forward a little bit. A little here. This is you found something silver the other day when I was at work. I think you sent it to me, and I silver coin. Pull it up here once. Sorry, it's glitchy, guys. I don't ever run into this, but trying to do with it this time. So tell us a little bit about your silver quarter you found and where you found that. If you could hear me
Oh,
say that.
yeah. So I haven't released the videos of the church that I'm at. So I'm at a church that was built in the 1800s, and it's at a mill hill. Um, like there's a lot of towns in South Carolina that used to have cotton mills, and little towns would be built around those. So that is where I like to reach out and try to get permission. And if you get any permissions in South Carolina, that's my tip. You just got to take me with you. The little mill hills. That's where I find the goods. So just take me
Yeah.
with you if you do that. So I found not only at that church. So I'm going to post that video first. Not only did I find that, I went back, and this is like sneak peek. I found my very first ever, because I've never seen one of these in real life ever, but I found this there the other day. It's the barber dime. So that was on my bucket list. And yeah, I found that at the same church that I found the silver quarter. So yeah, there's my sneak peek of finds. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I was like, what is this? It's been on my bucket list. My shovel did scratch it, but oh God. Like when I found that thing, I was so happy because, like I said, I've never even seen one in person. So it was a lot of fun finding that.
Have you ever hit anything like? Yeah. Have you ever hit anything with your shovel, like anything really nice yet that you were like, oh?
Well, just that I scratched that barber dime up with my shovel, but I think that's the only thing.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So it's not like, I mean, your videos, it sounds like you got some other cool spots. There's a mill village. I might play a little clip of this here as well. I'm going to play that now. Just, you can maybe tell us a little bit about that. But this is a mill village house that Dixie must have got permission to. I'll play the video and then I'll have you talk about it. So here's that video, guys. Can I play?
So some of the backstory with this, we're in a mill village that used to be like really the booming town around here. So the mill down there was established in 1895, and this is where everybody would come and stay when they would visit.
So was that like a hotel? Was it a hotel?
That used to be a hotel. So the mill was established in 1895. So all of the businessmen and everything, they would come and stay at that hotel. Now it's a privately owned house. But they did give me permission. And so I've been very grateful for that. So I've been able to hunt there a couple of times now. But yeah, I mean, I had been wanting to hunt that thing for forever. So after I got permission, I was so excited. I couldn't wait to hit it. And then so one thing about that that's like really sad. So after I was out there and I was digging, after the second time I went, the owner said that he just went out in the flower bed and just started digging around after we left. And he found a gold ring in the flower bed, like it used to be a flower bed after we left. Oh my God, that broke my heart. So, and it's because I dig all those high signals. Like I am used to those high tones, and when I hit a low tone, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be foil. I know it's gonna be foil. So
yeah,
God, I passed it up. I guess. I mean, I'm sure I did. So it breaks my heart. He showed me the ring.
You definitely have to dig a lot of pull tabs and a lot of crap stuff before it seems like you get a ring. I mean, I've been digging pull tabs for like 10 years, and this last year I got 2 gold rings, and before that I only got 1 gold ring in 10 years. So I mean, I got like 3 gold rings in 10 years and tons of silver ones because they're usually high tone type stuff. But yeah, the gold stuff, it just doesn't come around often. So yeah, it's just you never know, I guess.
Don't be like me, because I've probably passed up a lot of the goods, thinking it's foil.
Right. So Dixie, another thing you mentioned about like why you got into detecting, you said it's kind of stress relieving. Is that like a big part of it for you? Like, I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about your job or anything, but I mean, I guess you kind of have a high stress job, and you mentioned about how it really helps with stress. You want to talk a little bit about that, maybe?
Yeah, so I work in healthcare, and it's just really stressful. So whenever I'm metal detecting, I don't focus on anything else. Like I just focus on the beeps. If I wasn't recording, I wouldn't even bring my phone along with me, because it's just a way for me to zone out and just, I don't know, it just takes me away. So
Yeah.
that's why I love it so much. It's very soothing for me for some reason.
No, I get it totally. I mean, sometimes it's like you want to dig with somebody else. And we'll talk about somebody that you were digging with recently as well. She's in the chat. But sometimes you just want to go out by yourself and just kind of just be with yourself and in the woods or fields and just kind of let it all do, just you just want to be by yourself. And
Yeah,
sometimes I
and
get
being
that.
outside, being in nature, it's just really healing,
Right.
you know.
Teresa, thank you for putting up her link every once in a while, guys. Her link is there if you
Yes,
guys have
thank
not checked out
you.
her channel. Have you ever met Teresa?
No, I haven't.
I'm sure if you keep digging one day, you'll probably cross paths with her. But yeah,
Hopefully so,
awesome.
yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, real quick, I mentioned just like a few seconds ago about you kind of had a little collaboration with somebody. Here, I'll put a picture up here so it kind of gives people an idea. A lot of people in the chat probably already know who this is. Let me see. I don't know if the pictures are still the video and all that stuff's still crapping out on me, or if we're good or not. But I have a picture. Well, I'll tell you what. You were with Hot Mess Fishing, correct?
Yes. We had a pretty cool
Right.
permission by the Cowpens battlefield in South Carolina. So um, it's a Revolutionary War battlefield. So I the property owner actually reached out to me and offered permission. So I asked her if she wanted to join me, because she said she was going to be in South Carolina. So I got to meet her, and I feel like we were like soul sisters. She was just target after target, like focused on her targets, and we could seriously metal detect sun up to sundown. So, and she loves fishing too. So she was a lot of
Yep,
fun. I
she's in
really
here
enjoyed
still.
meeting her. Yeah, I really enjoyed meeting her.
Yep, she just see I can put that comment up there, Dixie. So much fun, like right there below me.
Oh, yeah, I
So
see. It was a lot
yep.
of fun, and we found some pewter rounds from the Revolutionary War. She's going to be posting her video tomorrow, I think. From that, I've already posted mine, but I think she's posting hers tomorrow.
Do you find it hard? Like, do you find you hiking? I mean, it seems like you're making it. You actually sounds like you have a good bit of time to get out to metal detect. I mean, if you're off Monday through what, Thursday, so you get a
Yeah,
chance to get out and really enjoy it. So that's cool.
I do. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I wish I could get
also
out.
like, I know I'm pretty fortunate, and I'm fortunate to live in South Carolina, but you're fortunate to live where you live, because we just have
Yeah.
so much history over here. So, but yeah, I do have a lot of
Mhm.
time to do that, but then I also enjoy hiking. So I like other outdoorsy things, but of course, metal detecting is like my go-to when I'm going outdoors. But if I can't take it with me, I still enjoy hiking, because it's a good way to escape reality. It's a good, soothing thing to
Right.
do, just be in the woods. And
So, do you have a kayak? Do you have a kayak?
I do. I love kayaking too. And that's a lot of fun.
So,
And we're pretty fortunate to have lakes around here too. So
have you ever thought about taking your detector like in the creeks with your kayak and like searching some creeks down your way? I mean, it's pretty fun. Did you ever try it out yet?
I need to do that. I've never done that together. I've never taken my metal detector while I'm kayaking, but that's definitely on my list of things to do this summer. So,
Yeah.
yep.
There's a there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, a lot of the videos I have are like a lot of water creek finds. I mean, I got 2 gold rings in the water last year near a swimming area. Um, I mean, it's fun to hunt in the creek. It gets a little aggravating though. It's just because if the current's strong, like in some of my videos, you'll notice like the current is just like rushing, and you'll notice starting to get a target, and it seems like it just gets swept down, and then you find it a little bit further down, and it's very tricky sometimes to find stuff. Um, but it's a lot of fun. I think we'll see some Dixie videos maybe coming up in the creeks, right? So that'd
Yes, definitely.
be fun.
I'm ready to get out there this summer.
Heck yeah. So let's see what else we got. Since Mike's in the chat still, I do want to show this here. We talked about that weird find you found. Apparently, somebody said it was a toilet bowl chain, but it was definitely not. Mike Howe from Great Finds said, "Hey, that's not a toilet bowl chain. That's a what was it? Tell us what it was, Dixie.
I I'm still not 100%.
Revolutionary,
Yeah.
yeah, a Revolutionary War. Well, he's in the chat. Let's just play the video quick, and then I'll see what he says.
Yeah.
So here's the video of the mystery item.
There's no markings or anything on this, but I'm just going to say that I found a bracelet because I don't know what it is. So we're going to pretend.
So it wasn't a toilet bowl chain. It wasn't a bracelet. It was a Revolutionary War. It was to the end of a rifle. He told me what it was, and now I'm drawing a blank. Mike, if you're in the chat, which I know you are somewhere, tell end cap for a rifle, I believe. What are you telling us? But yeah, Mike was saying, his advice to me to tell you was if you find something like that, really search it out first, like because it brings me back to where you said you don't like to keep stuff. You said you hate clutter, and like that's an item of sure, like it's just old, and that's awesome. So you never know what you're gonna find until you kind of research it. So yeah, Mike, I just showed the example I did, or her example, what I found. But that is my internet's ball game. I don't click on anything else and make it just as worse. So I don't know. But yeah. But thanks for identifying that, Mike. We appreciate it. So I didn't know what it was either.
Yeah, I had no clue. It is really cool.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of detecting with Southern Relics. And when I first started detecting with Steven with Southern Relics, I had huge trash piles. So if it wasn't coins or jewelry, it went in my trash pile. So he's over there and he's like, you have a thimble over here in your trash pile? Girl, what are you doing? And so he learned that he has to just dig through all of my trash and make sure that I'm not throwing out anything good. So he did teach me that I need to just hang on to it for a while until I can identify it, but which still kind of stresses me out to do.
Right. Mike said it's a nipple protector chain for a musket right there. I posted down there. That's what he said.
Nipple protector chain for a musket. Okay.
He has dug them in 4 campsites.
Okay. So would that be Revolutionary War? Because that's where we were at by the cow pens.
Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll probably pop up in the chat and say, Team Lynch, I just want to say hi to you guys. Patty Disharoon, I think I said hi to you. Wicked Digger, Chris, thanks for popping in there as well. We got some new people popping in here, so thanks for tuning in with Dixie and I tonight. Bearing with my crappy internet till I get a new modem, I guess. Thursdays must be a popular night, I guess, for internet. So
it must be. I'm sorry, I keep clawing y'all. I done got into some poison oak. That's why I keep clawing if y'all see me clawing.
Yeah. So you mentioned about you hate color on we were talking Like, you don't keep your finds? What can you tell me? Like, keep certain finds? Did I break up there? Probably. I probably broke up.
I think I understood enough to know what you were
Okay.
asking. So, I keep coins. I keep real jewelry. And I was giving away all the marbles that I found, but everybody told me I needed to start keeping the marbles. So, and then I have kept my Tootsie toy cars, aside from the one I gave to the homeowner. But other than that, I still give away all of my finds, or I have had people reach out to purchase my finds, and I have sold them just if they offer money. But I I am now gonna give them to Southern Relics, so they're gonna
Gotcha.
do whatever with them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's your favorite finds? Do you like finding rings? Do you like finding coins? Like, what's one of the hot items you're like, man, I really like to find those items?
I really love finding old coins, I think. And I mean, I do really like finding rings too, which I haven't found a lot,
Right.
and I've never found a gold anything. I've never found any gold. So I'll
Right.
probably freak out when I do find that. But yes, I mean, so far I'm really loving like finding the old coins that I've never even seen in real life. I've only just said, "Oh, I've looked at lists of old coins," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm going to put that on my bucket list." Just
Right.
because I've never seen them, and then I get to dig an example. I think that's just so cool. So
When you found your barber dime, like, did you know what a barber dime was? Were you like, holy crap, like,
I did know what it was because I have just looked at old coins to see what I want to put on my list of things to dig. So
right? What's a coin you really want to find? I mean, what's like a coin that you're like, man, I'd love to find?
I think I would love to find, well, obviously everybody's is a gold coin, but
Yeah.
I think that I would be really happy if I found a Morgan. So
Yeah. That would be.
that's an ultimate bucket lister for me. So
Yeah, they're huge coins. I mean, they're super thick coins. I mean, I have a few, just I didn't dig any. But yeah, what a coin that would define. It'd be awesome for sure.
yeah, that would be so cool.
So
I wonder what they would ring up on a detector. I don't even know on this detector.
I don't know in the chat if anybody ever dug a Morgan with an equinox in the chat. Let me know. I can kind of translate that to an AT. I want to say that'd be like a 30, 34 or 2 or something really
Oh,
high on the
yeah, I was
equinox.
thinking
I
it would
don't.
be like really high, like a 90s something on the Garrett, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
dang. Yeah, it's crazy. It says I'm reading some of the chats for questions here. Somebody, Dixie, is there many large scents found in your area, Dixie?
I don't know. I've never found any.
Never found any.
Never found any.
Yeah,
But
large
I
scents.
want to.
Yeah, large scents are my favorite. I like finding those like 1700s, 1800s. I mean, any old green coppers that are just like, I think they're my favorite. I mean, I like finding silver too, but coppers are just really cool, just because their sheer bigness. You know what I'm saying? Unless I find like a barb or half or something, which doesn't happen. I've only found, I think, 2 of those in my day. But yeah, Mike said on your machine it would probably be like in the 90s.
Okay.
And Teresa said my gold coin rang up 49.51 on her Garrett.
Oh, okay. My goodness,
And
y'all
Matt,
been out there finding gold coins, and I'm like, I'm excited about
yeah,
my marker time. But my
that's
favorite
great.
find though has been, my little walk in Liberty. I made a video on it, so I
Yeah,
love that.
heck
And I
yeah.
found that in my
How many
backyard.
silver? How many silver have you been detecting?
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said, I think we've lost each other there for a second. How many silvers have you found since you started detecting? Could you hear me? I think.
How many silver coins?
Yeah, have you found, you think? Just an idea. Have you found a lot?
I know I found the $1/2, the barber dime. I found 2 mercuries, and I have found 2 of the war nickels, and then I've found 3 silver quarters. So, and then 1 silver Roosevelt dime. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mike said, Mike, well, we found, Mike said we found 60 Kennedy halves. There's actually 121 Kennedy half dollars we found in a creek, Dixie. I was telling you about that video. There was a jar, I think somebody threw over a bridge. I think it's the main video on my page. When you go to Lost Boys Recovery YouTube page, I think it's the main video. Probably our best find ever.
That is so cool.
To find dollars in one spot was definitely, yeah, it was really neat.
Yeah, I've never found
Ben.
any.
Did you dig with Ben last weekend?
Did I?
Dixie? Yeah.
Did I dig
Nope.
with Ben? Mm-mm.
Yeah, Mason said you dug with Ben. I don't know.
I don't
Guess
think
not.
so. No, I would have been working.
All right.
I wish I was digging though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it could have been my
Dixie, you
friend
mentioned-
Daisy, because people have been getting us confused. So
yeah, it's almost like people at first. I don't know if like they think you're Daisy and you're Dixie's dig. You know what I mean? Like I could see them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just,
yeah,
there's 2 blonde diggers. You know.
yeah,
Crazy.
and people tell me that we pronounce words the same. They're like, how are y'all related? How do you know each other? So, yeah. So people confuse us a lot. So Daisy may have dug with Ben. It may have been her. So.
Gotcha. We got Charlie Tucker visiting us tonight. Welcome to the show, Charlie. If I missed anybody tonight, I apologize. I'm trying to flag everybody down and say hi. Adventure for Relics is in the house. Welcome to the show. Dixie,
Hey,
you mentioned
Carl.
you like rings. I have another video of you finding a cool ring here. I'm gonna play. Let's just watch this video here and tell us a little bit about it. Just trying to bust out some of your videos to kind of give people an idea of how you're finding stuff and how your reaction is. It's kind of cool. So here's that video.
Somewhere in this plug. Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like maybe some kind of washer. Oh, no, it's not. Oh my gosh, it's a ring. Oh my gosh, it's a little bitty ring, like a kid's ring. How cute. And today is Valentine's Day. It says love. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one's a really tiny ring. So, me and all my poison oak, sorry. But it is tiny. Cool. I couldn't believe that I found that on Valentine's Day. I was actually thinking about that yesterday. Like, how does that even happen? Like, that's just crazy looking back at it. Like, I found a love ring on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've heard people find like shamrocks on like yeah. What am I trying to say?
On St. Patrick's Day.
On St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
crazy how that happens.
Right. We got
Hey,
Juice popping in. What's up, brother? Juice says, "What's cracking?"
Hey.
So, that's awesome.
Thank you for joining.
Adventures for Relics said they'll go digging with you anytime. They said it's a 20-hour drive.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So real quick, what is your favorite? What is your favorite type of hunting? Like have you ever tried fields? Is it just house sites? Like tell me, like what would you like to more? I mentioned creeks. Like what's your favorite? What might you see yourself getting into in the future?
I really want to do so Daisy has the whole diving set up, and she has like her pulse dive, and I really want to do that. I just don't have any of the gear or anything. So once I get the money for the
Right.
gear and stuff, I would love, love, love to do that. That would be so much fun, just underwater detecting. But for now, it's just anywhere I can get permission, because I'm kind of chicken to ask for permission. So it
Yeah,
hurts my little feelings when I get told no. So I don't ask a whole lot unless I think somebody's going to definitely say yes. But
it's crazy. You probably get more yeses from the news because like you're like a decent looking woman. Like some old you to be like, heck yeah, you can do it. You know what I mean? Like you probably have you ever read Reapers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm there. What can you tell us any goofy stories you ran into some weirdos out there with this whole deal?
well, not in person, but I've actually had to just like cut off direct messages on TikTok and Instagram because people just they're ridiculous and I can't even deal with that. So you can't
Right.
message me on there anymore because of the creeps and the weirdos. But yeah, I mean I haven't really met that in person, but I really don't ask for a lot of permissions. Usually people just like offer the permission to me. I will ask in Mill Hill towns because I really like detecting there. But my second great grandparents, they used to live in a house. My grandma showed me where, and it's just like a pasture now that's not even in use. So I asked for permission for that, and I got told no, and that hurt my feelings. So I really don't ask for a lot of permissions. And then I have two
Right.
cousins who have told me no, so that hurt my feelings.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. So I'm like, I cover all my holes.
Dang.
You can't even tell I was there. But yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried hunting animals or yet?
Have I tried what? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Have you ever tried like hunting any like pasture fields near home sites, finding stuff like that, like old home sites and fields?
I I have like just if it's like family owned and they tell me that I can, but I haven't a whole lot.
Yeah,
So um
gotcha.
yeah. And I don't know. It's just because I guess bashful, or I don't know what to say, or I don't know how to ask. So yeah, I'm just chicken.
Right.
Chicken.
Everybody gets to be a little scared sometimes door knocking. I mean, I'm a pretty outgoing person. I think you kind of seem like you are as well. But it's just weird. Like if things aren't the same as they used to be, like you could go up and knock on somebody's door nowadays, you'd be scared to get shot. Or, I'm sure there's some
I
people in the
know.
chat that ran into some crazy stories. Um, I mean, I can tell you a quick story. Like I was out metal detecting one time, um, and I was out in the field, and this guy came out in the field, and he was holding a gun in his hand, um, and he said, "Hey, come down here. I want to show you something." And I'm like, "Well, I ain't going near that guy. He's got a fucking gun in his hand." And he's like, "Yeah, come down here. I want to show you something." And I'm like, "What the heck?" So I was like, "I'm not coming down there to see you, dude, until you put that gun down." And so he kind of put it down, and I walked toward. I put my detector down, and I was in the middle of a field. I walked toward the guy, like I was like, "Is this guy gonna shoot? Is he gonna shoot me or what?" And he wanted to show me an old gun that I guess his great grandfather gave him, just straight up. And I'm like, "That about crap my
Oh
pants
my
that day," because
God.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, so yeah, definitely some crazy stories out there. So,
Yeah, definitely. Well, there was a church
oops.
that I had asked, well, I had like, I didn't know who to ask permission. So the neighbors around the church, like, they were like, oh, yeah, that won't be a problem. Like, I go to church there, not a big deal. Tell them I told you yes, kind of thing. So I was detecting in this churchyard, and then the water district came and ran me off. So I thought that was really weird. Somebody from the water district. So I don't know. I'm really confused about that still. But who knows?
Trying to block a cat here from coming on. He's on the show. It's all good.
So somebody was saying to
So
thumbs up.
yeah,
Thank you. I think it was Biddy. Thank you for telling everybody to thumbs up.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, and like I said, guys, thanks for post. If somebody can post Diggin Dixie's channel one more time, so I can put it up in the thingy here. Brad Welsh says he loves your accent.
Oh, thank you. I think it's a
So,
lot of the eyes whenever I have something in it that I say eyes or how I say kayak, and people are like, "What are you saying?" So I have to really think about what I'm saying and like to try to repronounce it so people can understand me.
do you know what this is? So I'm going to put this up. Let me see here once. Bear with me here. Can you read that in the chat, or can you read that up? It says, I want to know about the doorknob.
Yeah, I still haven't done anything with the doorknob. I'm sorry, Linda. So she has asked me about the doorknob. I need to clean it and I need to get on that and see what that is, but I haven't done anything with it. I just haven't had time. So
Is this something that you found? Did you find something like a doorknob or something?
I found a doorknob at the old hotel that I had detected. So it was my first find of the day. I think it was the second day I was there. But it was my first find of the day, and I haven't cleaned it up or anything. It looked rusty, so I don't know how to tackle rust.
Yeah.
So I know people have told me about the electrolysis, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm scared I'm going to electrocute myself, y'all. So I don't have to fuck with stuff like that.
Yeah, that's you'd be all right. There's a lot of people that metal detect that could walk you through that pretty easy, and you can make your own kit. They also have we had the creator of the little box. What the heck's it called? I'm like lost for words tonight. It's a little relics box that cleans it cleans your relics, and it's
Oh.
electrolysis box. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat tell me what the heck it's called. I'm like lost for words right now. But we had him on the show, and he was explaining how it uses it and stuff like that. But,
okay. Yeah. No, I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you for subbing to my channel. I think that says Patty. Yeah, thank you for subbing. It was a comment that was posted.
Hey, Team Lynch, thanks. Thanks for this. Appreciate all that stuff goes into the channel and stuff like that. So I appreciate that for sure. It's been a while since I got a super chat, so that's cool. It's been a while since I did a live stream, so I apologize for the streaming of the ugliness of the ugly box is what it's called. I was reading something when I was trying to do that, but thanks, Team Lynch, I appreciate it. Yeah, the relics box called it's a little box, and Vidi sells them here. They clean your relics. It's like a little box that you can put little items, like little buckles in there. Nothing too bad. That's like really wasted. You can fry your stuff really quick. I put a coin in there, like an old copper, and I turned it up too high, and I ruined the coin. So you got to be really careful with that stuff.
Okay.
When you do it. But
yeah, I wouldn't know the first thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope y'all get. I think it'd be cool to see you in the water find stuff. I think you'll be surprised. Like if you can do a little research in your area and find stuff like world swimming holes were. I don't know how many like competition digger, like how much competition you have in your area for people that metal detect. But if you can find those places before they do, those are the places to find stuff. Because I mean, people had to cool off in the day. You know, they didn't have swimming pools. They'd take a dip in the creek. You know, if you can find that stuff on maps, talk to the old people that knew where those swimming holes were.
That's a good idea.
Those are awesome places. Yeah, they're great places to find stuff.
I do need to do that.
Real quick, Dixie, you have a Facebook channel as well, or a page?
Yeah, it's just called Diggin Dixie.
So since we're talking about your like I don't know, your social media stuff, what do you have a TikTok there as well? It sounds like you have TikTok.
Yeah,
Facebook.
I created the TikTok just to try to get people to come over to YouTube. And I mean, I've had a Facebook for a long time. It was just my personal Facebook, and then I just changed it to Diggin Dixie because Facebook monetized me with the metal detecting videos. So the reels, and then Instagram is the same. I just changed it to Diggin Dixie. So
Yeah, Mike had a good comment. He said, where you found the ring by the waterfall, you should try getting in the water there. That's a good point.
yeah, I really need to. That is a good idea. I'm gonna have to go back this summer when it warms up some. I mean, I really wanted to just go for it then because I'm like, but I would have froze to death probably.
Yeah, that was an awesome spot, man. I was like, man, I was like jealous. I was like, man, I wish I could go there. That's cool. So
there are definitely some beautiful waterfalls around here. So
yeah,
maybe that'll be my thing. I'll just go metal detect waterfalls.
heck yeah. You could always look into the, like, I know I guess Daisy's really big into the scuba diving, like when you go like really deep, but you could always look into one of those like things like I have, like the blue Nemos, the 10-foot supply line hookah things. I mean, they're awesome. That's all I use in the water. It's just it's 10 feet and that's it. But for what you're gonna use, I mean, 10 feet's plenty deep.
Yeah.
It's just like scuba diving, but it's like a surface supplied air system on the top. You've probably seen them, right?
I have seen them. Yeah. Okay. So Southern Relics, my friends there use those. And they seem to like them. But I never looked into the price or anything of them.
Around, I think that might be around $1,000, but I mean, there's been times when I'll just go underwater and I won't even metal detect. I'll just go underneath. I'm just like going down and I'm like finding stuff underwater. I'm not even metal detecting. It's like crayfish and creepy tires and just all kinds of weird stuff. It's just funny because I don't know, it's just different. So
I mean, I think it would just be fun to find anything underwater. So
yeah, Brad Welsh is in the chat. He's big into scuba diving. He says, "Get me into that waterfall." I can see him going underneath there for sure.
Come on.
Ray says,
"Teach me how to scuba dive."
But heck yeah. Let's see what other videos I have here quick. I think most of the videos you sent me. So anything new coming up for you? I mean, I didn't want to sell your barb wing find there. You gonna have that video coming up here sometime for us?
Yeah, probably within the next few weeks because I haven't done the first visit to the church, which is where I found the quarter. So I'll have to release that first, and because it's the second one. So I'd probably say in 2 weeks, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you find like the YouTube, is it like, how long have you been doing the YouTube stuff now? Would you say?
Maybe 2 months. I guess 2 months.
2 months. So I mean, how many subscribers are you at now? Do you even know? Let's look. I'm just kind of curious. But yeah, it's like,
500.
do you find it difficult to make a video? I mean, at times, is it hard for you?
It is kind of hard because I mean, I'm not finding like those killer finds like everybody else is. Obviously, like my finds are not gold coins or, anything like that. But I don't know. I mean, I get excited over wheat pennies though. So I just don't know how many wheat pennies.
And that's what it's all about. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's cool. I mean, that's one of the reasons why like I'm happy to have you on the show, because it doesn't matter like the find and like how glorious it is. It's just that you're just happy to be out there doing it. And that's the big part of this whole digger spotlight thing that we started doing. It's not it's not like for the most epic metal detectorist out there where it's like we're just trying to find somebody that found all these glorious finds, which is cool. But I mean, I'd like to find people that are just starting out, like you get that joy in people having on the show, like talking about just their weird adventures. I mean, that's to me really neat. It kind of reminds me, and it's refreshing to hear all that stuff. Like I said, you know, when I started out, so it was definitely cool starting this whole little thing to have newer people on. So saying heck yeah.
Well, I appreciate you having
But
me on.
yeah, definitely. So you feeling as nervous as you were, or are you all right now?
I think I'm better. I mean, I don't think I'm sweating near as bad. My armpits, no, they're not dry yet. I'm checking them. They're not dry yet. They're better. I feel like I'm not as
But no, guys.
flushed.
Yeah, I rode my motorcycle today. I'm all windburn again, and it's like, ugh. The temperature is so crazy here. It's like it's up and down, and snow coming. It's hot. I don't get it, but it's all good. So.
Oh, I wish I could blame all my redness on riding a motorcycle, but no, it's just because I'm nervous and a chicken.
So Teresa said you're at 565. What do you know what you were at last time you looked for sub count? You don't remember? I don't know.
I don't.
Okay.
I think I was at 561.
Okay.
I think so.
I'm sure before or after the show here. Yeah, a lot of people might subscribe to your channel and stuff. I'm hoping they do because I'd like for them to see the stuff that I saw, you know, when I had you come on. So, but and I'll be watching for your latest stuff that you find, that barber video. There's some people saying they're subscribed to your channel or subscribed to your channel. I'm just kind of reading through the comments there. Sometimes it's hard to talk to the guest speaker and read the chat at the same time, guys.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
So it's a lot to click on and to show and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I do have one more video quick. Yeah, let me play one more video here quick, Dixie. It's a compact you found out with a heart. I'll play that real quick. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that as well.
Okay, on to my favorites. This little compact right here, well, I guess it's a makeup compact. It just doesn't have any markings on it. Not that I can see. I've inspected the whole thing and I can't find any. But I'm pretty sure that that would be what that was at one point in time. Then I absolutely love this button. I thought it was a pendant at first, but I think it was a button. I love the colors.
Yeah, so I found that.
The green. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I found the compact and it was this month too. So I'm like, Valentine's month. I'm just like finding all of these like Valentine's things. But yeah. And I love the green button too. Really pretty. That was me when I was digging some mid-tones there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
When you find those old green coppers, Dixie, they'll be really green. Like you find the old 1800s 1 cent coins, they'll be real green like that. Almost like they're like electrically green. Like it's just crazy how some of them are so green. I guess from the fertilizers and things. I'm not sure why, but it's they're really neat. I can't wait to see when you find your first one of those. Really neat for you.
I can't wait to find my first one of those.
Heck yeah. Oh, we got a few more people popping in. Squirrels, magnet fishing, and outdoors. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
I thought I saw Traver pop in here. Welcome, Traver, to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Linda Rowland, welcome to the show. But well, Dixie, anything else you want to say before we close up here? Sorry about the internet tonight. I mean, I think we made what we make do. I think it was okay. I guess I'll have to look into up in my game here, but I think it worked out all right. I think your internet was good, so it wasn't your fault. So I apologize to everybody out there for that. But yeah.
Now, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for being encouraging and supportive and welcoming. Thank you for all the positive comments, and just I really appreciate all of you guys.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you were a great guest. I think you did great. Like I said, I think so. After my show, you'll probably get asked to do some more shows, probably with better internet connection. No, but I mean, it'll probably happen. Like, this is where it starts. Like, you keep finding cool stuff. People are gonna be like, "Hey, I want her on my show too." You were already asked, I think, to be in Flash in Your Pants show. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something in the future for you as well. Ed's a great guy too. He puts on a good show. He's been actually the longest live streaming metal detecting channel, I think, ever. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on tonight, Dixie, for sure, and
Yeah,
sharing
thank
some of
you
your
so much.
adventures with us. I'm sure we could probably talk for hours and hours about stuff, but I don't want to spoil anything, for upcoming Diggin Dixie channel. Guys, if you have not went into her YouTube channel to check out her videos, tonight it was just a little bit of clips and pics I was putting up. She's got much more stuff. Please check her channel out. Go and subscribe to it. Drop her a comment. Say, hey, I saw you on the Lost Boys channel. I'm a new subscriber. I'm sure she'll probably get back to you and probably comment back to you. But yeah, it was a good show. I'm going to pop you out here, Dixie. So I appreciate you coming on. Everybody stick around. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for me. But Dixie, I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you
And
so much. And thank y'all for joining and watching the show.
heck yeah. Like I said, everybody check out Dixie's channel, please. Subscribe. Make that subscriber count go up for her tonight when she gets off of here. She was a little nervous, but I think she's all right now. So she can probably go for another hour now that she's loosened up. But well, Dixie, thanks again. And I'm sure we'll still talk, and I'll be watching for those new finds you got. So
Okay.
all right. Thanks again. Have a good night.
See y'all
See
later.
ya. All right, guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the show tonight. Sorry for the internet. Thanks, Teresa. She was a great guest. The internet was a little crappy tonight, so I apologize. I don't know if it's still bad or not. But yeah, guys, check out her channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. The Digger Spotlight is, like I said, it's not for people that have been digging forever. I specifically choose these people that are new to the world of metal detecting, just because I want to get them a little bit more exposure. If there's anybody out there that you really like their channel, maybe they're having a hard time growing, being found, let me know. I mean, hit me up on Facebook if you can. Maybe a comment. I don't know if you can't comment on YouTube, but I have an email address on my site. I get, once in a while, I get mail from people. They send me cards and stickers, which is also always really cool. I do sticker swaps with people. If they send me their stuff, I'll send you my stuff. So, but yeah, Digger Spotlight, like I said, is something great that I'd love to have more people on. If you feel like it's something that you'd be interested in, maybe hit me up if you're looking to maybe be on a show for the first time. She was a little scared to be on the show, but I think she did really great. And I'd love to have some more newer diggers, come on the show as well. So like I said, if anybody knows of anybody, feel free to hit me up and we can talk. I've seen some other people in the chat here saying about some stuff, but anyway, tonight's show was kind of like unexpected. Like I said, Matt from Ski Searcher, Matt told me about Dixie, and I decided to have her on. I'm doing a field trip, you guess you could say a Lost Boys Recovery field trip to a it's called Indian Steps Museum, guys. It's an Indian museum, Native American artifacts museum that's actually closed. But I'm getting into that place, and I'm going to do a video recording and have a lady that actually is a curator, I guess you call it, of that place there. She's going to open it up for me just for that day. I'm going to have another person with me that I had on my show last time, which was also on Digger Spotlight, Matt. the Lanco history searcher, he's going to actually come with me as well, and we're going to do some videoing. He might bust out his drone, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it should be a good time. If you guys don't know much about Indian artifacts, stuff like that, I mean, here we'd like to, offer a little bit of everything, not just metal detecting. I don't personally know too much about Native American stuff, but I do want to learn more about it. And that's why I'm kind of taking this field trip to learn more about certain points, to learn more about like why they made certain bowls and what they use this for and that for. This museum is going to be like a virtual reality, like video. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm going to do a lot of video clips, and it's almost going to seem like when you guys watch my next show, it's almost going to feel like you're like kind of at the place taking the tour with me and Matt. So it should be really cool. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, this Sunday is going to be that. It'll probably take me a little bit of time to put the video together. But if you, like I said, Indian artifacts will be the next one with a special guest as well. So if you have not, if you're interested in that stuff, just tune in for the next show for sure. It should be a good one. So, but anyway, guys, I'm sorry to ramble on. I feel like the connection's a little bit better. We got 27 people watching in here. If you guys didn't hit the thumbs up yet for me, please do so. I really appreciate you guys being here. Team Lynch, thanks for that super chat earlier. I really appreciate that. Blah. And I hope to see you guys again. It's always great to see all these guys in here. Looter8, thanks for popping in. I just saw you were in here. Squirrels Magnet Fishing, I think I said hi to you. Dirt Cloud. Hey, Dirt Cloud, metal detecting real quick before I go, guys. So I was talking about mail, guys. Dirt Cloud metal detecting was so nice to send me. Sorry about some magnets and a nice card. She won one of my giveaways, and she was so grateful to send me something back. Says, "Hey Andy, thanks so much for the stickers for your giveaway. Here are some of my stickers in return. Best wishes for the future, Patty at Dirt Cloud Metal Detecting." So Patty, thanks again. I'm glad you popped in, Patty. I wanted to say that to you. Thanks again. The address for sticker swapping and stuff is on my page. So if you guys have stickers and you want to swap me, feel free. Like I said, I'll send you some back as always. So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching tonight. And I guess I'm going to roll out of here. Please stay tuned for now, guys. I think it's going to be really interesting. Like I said, Indian artifacts. If you don't know much about them, tune in for the next one, because I'm hoping to learn a lot about this one myself. And maybe, we can hear some of the stories of other people finding some Indian artifacts out there as well. So I guess we'll just leave it at that. We're going to cue the music here, and I think we're going to roll out. So thanks for popping in, and I think we're going to bolt. I lost my thoughts. Well, I lost my clip. Ah! All right, guys, I'm going to just shut her down so I don't click on the wrong thing. Thanks again for being here tonight, guys. See you on the next one. Peace out!